Today's Mishnah learning is sponsored by Guy and Devorah Saban in memory of her grandfather, Naftali Hertz ben Abraham. To sponsor a day of learning, scan the QR code or go to mishnah.co/support.
All right, we're on Eduyot Perek Dalet Mishnah Bet. This Mishnah is a continuation of the last Mishnah, where we talked about the idea of something having to be min hamuchan. And we learned that a Beit Yom Tov, if an egg is born on Yom Tov, and we learned it after Shabbat, we learned that that's not called min hamuchan. Let's go down and see. It's not called min hamuchan because we learned that the Jewish people had to prepare before Shabbat. For Shabbat, you have to prepare on Chol. Okay, if it's not min hamuchan, then it's called mukta. The way we call it, we turn it mukta. Okay, that's what we learned in the last Mishnah. So our Mishnah continues and says, but that's true of an egg that's born on Yom Tov on Shabbat, or an egg that's born on Yom Tov according to the Gati, is not min hamuchan, it's mukta. But behima shenolda b'Yom Tov. But if an animal is born on Yom Tov, the calf, if you want to slaughter the calf and eat it, everyone agrees that you're allowed to. Okay, and there's a halacha that it has to be fully formed, otherwise you have to wait 8 days. But nonetheless, why is it mutar? Because even before you could slaughter the mother when she's pregnant, and you were allowed to consume anything, eat the unborn calf, even without shchita. So therefore, since it was mina muchan, it was ready on Yom Tov, even Yom Tov after Shabbat, it was ready, or Shabbat after whatever, Yom Tov, since it was ready the day before, on Shabbat. So let's say it was born Yom Tov after Shabbat, Sunday, it was ready on Shabbat theoretically, and therefore, but if a chick hatched from the egg, then you're not allowed to on Yom Tov. Yom Tov after Shabbat, everyone agrees that it's asur, because it's not edible when it's still in the egg. It's called sheret ha'of. It's good. That's what the Bartanura says. Okay, it was not muchan from Erev Yom Tov. It was only muchan on Yom Tov. Next halacha. So in order to understand the next halacha, we have to see a pasuk in. This is Vayikra, Perek Yud Zayin, pasuk Yud Gimel. Torah says the following: Ish mibnei Yisrael umina geragar betocham. A person from the Jewish people, or the gerim that dwell among them, the strangers. Asher yatzud seid chaya oov. If you trap a chaya, that's a type of an animal. There's a category of animals called chayot. Okay, they're kosher animals, but they have the din of a chaya. Okay, the deer is one of them. There's a bunch of them. Okay, if you have a chaya or an oaf or a bird, asher yachel v'shafach et damo, you have to spill its blood. V'kisau be'afar, you have to cover it with dirt. That's called kisui hadam. Any chaya and oaf that you slaughter has to do kisui hadam. If you slaughter a chicken, you have to do kisui hadam. Let's go back to our Mishnah. You have a problem though, because what happens? Remember we talked about the idea of something being muktzah. Okay, so you have to do kisui hadam, but you don't have dirt ready. It says the Mishnah, shochet v'chaya ba'of. B'yom tov, you want to slaughter a chicken, or a chaya, or an animal on Yom Tov. Okay, and you're asking Beit Din what you do. Beit Shammai, Beit Shammai, I don't have dirt ready. So if I prepared dirt from before, then you're all fine, because that's dirt, that's min hamuchan, it's prepared for Yom Tov. It's not muktzah. You can just designate it for a mitzvah. But if you don't designate dirt for a mitzvah, the dirt is muktzah. It's not min hamuchan. So what should you do? Yachbor badeker v'yichasar. We're going to learn the words, but whatever we're going to say, the Gemara is going to say it doesn't mean what you think it means. Yachbor badeker, you should dig badeker. A decker is for a decker. A decker is a kind of hoe that's used for hoeing, I guess, digging. And you should use that dirt to cover up the blood. Beit Hillel says lo yishchot ela im ken haya lo afar muchan. You shouldn't do shchita unless you have afar ready. If you don't have the dirt ready, you can't do this. Yachbor b'deker b'yichaser. So remember, Beit Shammai is more lenient. We're continuing the halachot of leniencies of Beit Shammai. So what should the Beit Din tell you to do? Okay, Beit Din morin lo sheyishchot lechatchila. You could slaughter even if you don't have dirt ready. V'yachfor b'deker na'utz sheyesh l'mi ba'od yom. It's talking about this hoe that's already stuck in the ground before Yom Tov. Kolomar, meaning ya'akor oto mimakom ni'itzato. You pull out. You're not allowed to dig. You're not allowed to chafira. That's an isur deoraita. But you can pull out this hoe. And then dirt will come out. Okay, and you should cover it. It has to be like afar tachoach tichoach. That means soft dirt, meaning it's like it comes apart, that you can use it to cover. You don't have to do ktisha, you don't have to crush it, you don't have to pull it apart. Okay? So that's what Beit Shammai says. You're not allowed to dig. You can't dig. But if you have a hoe in the dirt, you could just pull out the hoe, the dirt comes out, you're all set. Beit Hillel says no, unless you have afar muchan, you shouldn't do shchita, which is a big deal because you wanted your fresh chickens. They didn't have refrigeration. Umodim she'im shachat. Beit Hillel agrees if you did shchita, meaning if you come to ask lechatchila, you should do it. But if you did do shchita, shechbor b'deker b'yichaseh, that you should do this. You should pull out this deker, this hoe from the ground, and you should use the dirt that comes out for kisui hadam. She'efer kira muchanhu. This we're going to again translate it and say what the Gemara says it means. For efer kira, the dirt, the ashes of a kira, of an oven, are muchanu, are ready. Again comes the Bartenura and says, this is not referring to what Beit Shammai and Beit Hillel says. Ela milta ba'anpei nafshe. It's a new idea. And this is what it means. And efer kira muchan, and the ashes from the oven are muchan. They are considered muchan. Okay, meaning if you took wood and you used it to cook an Erev Yom Tov, and now you have Afer, you can use it. Okay, why? Because you can use it. You can use it if you have this dirt, these ashes. You can use it to fry your egg. Since you can use it to fry your egg, you can take it also. It's considered ready for kisui hadan. So what the Mishnah says is, if you don't have afar muchan, what you can use is Afer, the ashes of the kira. Are muchan, who are considered muchan, not muksa, for kisui hadam, and then for sure, according to everyone, you can go shechti or chaya ba'of, you can enjoy your food on Yom Tov. Stop here and dedicate our learning to the memory of my father, Harav Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman. Have a good day.